Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I'm your true personality. I'm a local guy that puts his boots on one time, just like you guys. Okay, I do chainsaws, I build hot saws, build logging saws. I probably cut around 10 million trees as a professional logger. So, yeah, I've had my dents, I've got rods in my back from it. It wouldn't get me. It took about 30 years for one did, but wear your safety gear. When it's hot, wear your safety gear. When it's cold, you like wearing your safety gear because it's hot. Okay, I'm really glad to see these faces right here. It's been a long time since I've been in this environment. I like that you got a mix of girls in the class too. I'll tell you a little something about that right there on a personal level. I went through Soren Eriksson's game of logging school. He's from Sweden. He was kind enough to come to the U.S. and teach us how to safely control a chainsaw. Well, I'm gonna tell you a little something about that. I was young. I already been logging 2 years. You weren't gonna teach me nothing. He got my attention. He picked me up in 1 hour. He says, "You're the one." I said, "Okay, what's that?" He says, "You already are working in the woods logging professionally." He said, "You think I don't have anything to offer? Show me what you got." So I did. Boom. So I did it. He embarrassed me. He made me feel bad. He told me my chain was dull and it was razor sharp. Guess what? He knew more than I did. I don't know what happened. I think I bumped my head or something, but I started paying attention. That's part of what makes me here right now, because I paid attention. It's real important. You guys covered the 4 strokes. How many of you actually understand this 4-stroke motor pretty good? You got the concept? Fairly good?
Your hand up.
I can tell by your eyes, I can tell by the look on their faces. I'm starting to remember what this was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was one off the quarter ducted. Don't talk to me at all here. Okay, 2-stroke motors are all have basic principles. They all share the same thing. Even the lowly Detroit diesel, other than that, has valves. We're not gonna get into all that, but I'll tell you what we are gonna get into. We're gonna get into the fun side of 2-strokes. Let's talk about hot 2-strokes. Right here, we have a Honda CR500. It's a 1986 cylinder. This is our example for the day. It's a reed cage 2-stroke. That means the intake, opening, and closing is controlled by these reeds right here. These pedals right here, when the piston changes direction, sucks air in. When it goes the opposite direction, they close. That controls your intake timing. Now, see this? You think that's a piston, don't you? It's not, it's a valve. This is what controls your intake, exhaust timing, and everything on this 2-stroke. Is the piston. And I'm going to show you why. This is really quite simple. That's the exhaust side. I'm going to roll that. This is the intake side. Okay. See them little ports there on the side? That's the transfers. You got them left and right. First, let me explain what the transfers do. Your transfers, when your piston is on the way down, air is, because it's a pressurized crank, your piston has closed off the intake. It builds pressure, shoves a shot of air fuel mixture up through the transfers on top of the piston. That's your intake. It comes up, it's compressed, it fires, and it comes down. When that clears the exhaust roof, this valve, because of the pressure, it goes out the exhaust. it's pushing air back in the crankcase, up the transfers again, and does it again. Every time that piston comes up, this thing fires. Okay? That's 2 strokes, up and down. 4 strokes. I want one of you tell me what the 4-stroke, the difference with the 4-stroke is. Just very simply, what you understand about it. Just one, I'm gonna pick one. You. No, you, the leaning back.
It takes 4 rotations instead of 2.
Okay. Intake valve first. Comes up, fires, goes down. What's that called? That's your power stroke. Okay? Comes back up, exhaust valve is open. It expends exhaust gases. That's your 4-stroke. 2-stroke, everything's at twice the speed. Twice the speed. That thing is firing, blowing exhaust gas out at the same exact time. It's pushing air up the transfers, out of the case. Comes back up and fires again. It's ready. This thing is ready to go to work.
I had a question for you. Right here, this
Oh
way.
no!
Yeah, I'm gonna stump you. So how's that relate to a dirt bike as far as the back wheel between a 4-stroke and a 2-stroke? What's the difference?
Okay, we're getting into kind of a funny one. Okay, here's the deal. How many of you guys ride dirt bike? What do you got?
I got a 2000 XL200R Honda.
2018 YZ 125, 2011 YZ 55,
Good bike. Good bike. Any of the rest of you ever rode one? Did you wreck it? Yeah? We've all done that.
Wrecking ain't right.
That's right. Okay, here's what the deal is. This is kind of important. I'm sure this right here is not gonna be tested, and maybe it is, maybe it ain't. Let's use the dirt bike wheel. Hey, you over the corner. She's a pretty girl, but pay attention to me, okay? Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. You're smacked.
Oh, I like it.
Okay. When the engine fires, no matter what the gear is, that tire gets torqued. It fires again, it gets torqued. Fires again, it gets torqued. Okay, but it happens rapidly. With a 4-stroke, the tire fires, it gotta go up and down. It comes up a lot further distance. Your applied power isn't the same with a 2-stroke as a 4-stroke. Now a 4-stroke's got more torque every time it hits, but that tire's like this a lot more. 2-stroke is more even power. They'll have a tendency to hook up better, 2-stroke will, till they hit. Then nothing hooks up, it just kind of. I used to race motocross. I should have done this. In the 70s.
We got one right there in the front, and he races right now.
You race? No kidding. Good for you. Going to Unadilla? Wait, I'm gonna go.
Try the sky jump?
I want to, but my parents won't let me.
That's bad. I used to race in the 70s. I raced motocross. I got a funny feeling I'm probably older than a lot of you guys' grandpas. I'm still riding. I still ride. I think I might start doing some vintage racing. That's where they let us old farts feel good about ourselves. Just grass track stuff. Okay, let's get back into that.
You guys.
I am going
Yeah, for
to
sure.
put this just
Yeah, that's like the next thing.
Okay. Here's what the deal is.
Be super handy
This
for
is the
everything.
top dead center. All right? As the piston comes down, it's fired. It's coming down.
Which one?
See that right there, that exhaust?
You can turn that thing.
Right there is where that starts the blowdown cycle. The blowdown is consisted of exhaust opening and transfer opening. It comes down, exhaust is expended. Shortly, you're going to see right there the transfers have opened. Air is being shoved above them. Now, if you'll notice, the transfers are the two on the side, obviously, I'm trying to show you the most. That air fuel mixture came out of the crankcase to the top of the piston. Okay,
Almost every
you also see that the exhaust gases have just went out,
must be doing something right.
and it's went out with pressure into the muffler. Okay, what the deal is with that, that starts evacuating by pulling air fuel mixture with it into the muffler. All right? After that's pulled that air fuel mixture into the muffler, the exhaust gases go out first, that's expended. It's negative pressure on the, above the piston at that point. There's more pressure in the muffler. Part of that intake charge comes back in, okay? And after that intake charges came back in these little suckers, it rapidly goes up and closes that. From here upward, that's building compression, getting ready to fire again. Okay. Has anybody got any questions on that first phase? Because there's like three important parts of this. I know he's kind of got it. Did your daddy work on your bike for you? He knows this stuff, don't he?
Yeah, he's probably been in them plenty.
I probably sound like him when I'm talking about this stuff. He knows how to hot rod him, does he?
Don't need to.
He's gonna after you get done talking to him, ain't he? Okay.
So just to reiterate, the cycles don't change. There's still intake, compression, power, exhaust.
Exactly.
Okay, just so everybody's clear, two strokes still got those, they're still going on. It's just happening a lot. There's no valves that are doing it. Well,
It's
there's one valve.
just one valve. This is happening so fast you wouldn't believe it. And because of the speed of it, it's just phenomenal how much you actually get out of one of these at 1 RPM. Okay, so we have the intake and exhaust. The transfers in the exhaust. Let me make that point perfectly clear. Let's go to the intake side. Now, I've explained how these reeds work. That, when that piston is going upwards, the reeds expand, drawing air fuel through the carburetor, okay? When it changes directions, the reeds close. That is what controls your intake timing. Now, the other way they work, which is in chainsaws, other than some of my build, the chainsaws don't have reeds, as a rule. Old saws, some of them do. But, I'm gonna show you something. Right here, piston's at top dead center. Okay, now, these are round in a non-reed saw, so let's pretend this is a non-reed saw. They don't have that crazy big intake. The piston has to close that. Okay, so it's at top dead center. The piston is coming down. Okay, exhaust is going out at a rapid rate. Right in there, your transfers begin to open. The piston skirt closes on the intake floor, forcing any pressure that's built on that much of the stroke right there to push air fuel up the transfers. This is a lot to digest all at once, isn't it? It took me a few minutes too. So, your engine fired, you're expending exhaust gases out, air fuel comes up your transfers, piston skirt closes on the intake, starts building pressure, shoves it back up the transfers, piston comes up and fires. I want one of you to repeat what I just said. As close as you can get, you're not, ain't nobody gonna get necked. I want the one person to explain as much as he got. I don't care if it's just one part of it, just one person. He's got the answer. What? Hey, I'm a bad teacher. Okay, do we need to start this again? What do you mean, no? He didn't get it the first time. Cleared. And it's shoving air up through it. And then what happens to the air fuel mixture? And when it comes back up, it gets compressed. It goes out into the muffler, part of it comes back in, gets compressed and fires again. That's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna talk about saw maintenance. That's something dear to my heart. I got one thing as a logger that really torques me. By the time I pack all that gear, got my chaps, my gas and oil, that heavy booger of a saw, everything going, and I'm walking up the mountain. And I get to the top of that mountain where I gotta cut my first tree. I pull that pull cord, and it either breaks or the spring fails and the cord's hanging there. You know what I gotta do then? All the way back to the bottom. Yeah, air's blue by the time we get to the bottom. You know whose fault that was? It's manufacturer's, ain't it? No, it's mine. That was my saw. That pull cord assembly, every 30 days in a logging environment, should be pulled and inspected. It will not run if it got a good rope in it and a good spring. Okay? Maintenance is the only thing that'll save your sorry soul when you get out in the world and try to make a living. I want to talk to you about maintenance on other people's stuff, because you're not going to go out there and spend $500,000 to buy your own equipment, are you? You're going to work for somebody, and you're going to see his brand new dozer and his brand new excavators. You know how you get in them? I'll tell you the secret. I've got the fast track. If you truly want to be operators, how to get in them. You grab a shovel. You get to digging. You be the person first to get up there and take the crack job. You'll get that man's attention. Talking smack gets you nowhere. I used to do some of that. I thought it worked. It didn't work. You know what it got me? Another shovel. And I didn't even get a good one. But I got in the equipment. And I did it because Farm Boy, I said, well, none of this, all this stuff's working. I'm just going to shut my mouth. These guys know more than me. You're going to find when you get in the workforce, things change. I'm going to tell you an old one that got me, and I hated it when I, at your age. This is the best times of your life. Enjoy it. It isn't. This sucks. This is work preparatory to your life. The rest of it is fun, except for the parts that suck. Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you something about that one later. And so, keep your mouth shut, work twice as hard as the guy beside you. You watch them old operators. I mean, they're old half my age. All right, I'm almost 60. So when they're 30 and you're 19, they're old, ain't they? They're real old. Yeah, I know. But it's a matter of perspective. You watch some guys that are in their 30s that make every move count. I'll tell you how to spot them. The boss goes straight to him. He don't even talk to foreman. He say, hey, I got a problem. Got it? That's the man you want. He don't never talk smack. He does his job. He works. A lot of times that guy eats once alone. Okay? That's the one you want to pick out. You learn from him. Straight away. You learn from that man. You make friends with him. End of the day, you go over there, throw your shovel in there on your shoulder. Hey, do you want me to help you clean your tracks out? I can do it. Go to the other side, do it. Do a better job than him. That's how you get equipment. Ain't nothing free in this world. You want to make money in this? You get out there and work for it. You have to earn it. Oh, you know why it is? I was at Walmart. Was this 3 years ago? Well, you know, right there by the door, they got that park bench. There was this young girl, this young guy, about your age, sitting there texting. I seen him when I come in. I come back through, got my stuff. I'm leaving. I'm standing there talking to old Herb there, and we're texting. The guy walks up. He said, "My daughter right there." Huh? He says, "They're on a date." What? Yeah, they're on a date. No. And he says, "That's how they date." Oh man, that was a pretty girl. That was a handsome young lad. When I was a kid, there wasn't no texting, I'm just telling you. All right? Yeah. There wasn't no texting. We had other ways. Yeah. Don't be afraid to use communication skills with every person you meet. Develop them. You got them amongst each other, you heathens. I was a heathen, I was. But I didn't have a problem talking. I'm a little shy, you can tell that. But I didn't have trouble talking. Develop skills with your bosses. They don't like butt smacking, they don't like it. They do not like that. They're there to pay you money to grab that shovel and butt in the air, go to work. There will be a few foremans and stuff that are younger, no engineers that I know of that you work with that go for that. So if there's one thing I can tell you that I know for a fact, work ethic is very important. That man that'll maintain that piece of equipment is gonna have a job. All he's gotta do is keep progressing as an operator. What do you think?
Oh, couldn't agree more.
Nope.
I'll tell you,
What do we tell you guys? If you can't maintain it, if you can't, I mean, we went through it yesterday with the few of you on the loader. It's like, if you can't show me where all the grease fittings are, you got no business running it. Because that means you aren't doing your service to it. Okay, so you find the lubrication chart. You make sure you find all the fitting. You make sure you grease them until you see grease coming out of the joint. Okay, do it right. Okay, that machine's gonna last a lot longer, and it's gonna show that you know what you're doing.
And you're gonna have that job.
Andy gives the example of, going on a site, and the guy said, okay, go out there and operate that, and he goes to the wrong side of the machine looking for the oil, dipstick. Like, get out of here. You obviously don't know what the hell you're doing.
I'll tell you, I've been right to the last person on a job before just because I showed up every day and I did what was asked of me. I was there after the people that were buying Buffalo Sabre tickets for the boss. They were coming in and working on the weekends for free. They were doing all this extra stuff, but their work ethic wasn't there. And you know who was there every day, did their stuff, shut their mouth up, and worked to the end? I did.
Amazing, Anna. You wouldn't think that with these, would you?
Gets a lot of mileage
This
out
is
of
who
it.
I am. This is who I truly am. I've been around the world, people. This is my home. I know you people. I know probably some of your parents, well, probably your grandparents anyway. I probably knew some of your parents when they were little kids walking down the sidewalk. When I was out driving my Dodge Demon, the 346 back. That was my first car.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up at the right time. All of the classic muscle cars, 68 Roadrunner, 446 back, get it for $450. You wanted one with 383, $200. God, you run the wheels out of that. You had that car 3 months. Let's call it wore out. You went and got another one. It might be a 68 Camaro with a 427. And you run the wheels out of that. You know what blowed up more of the old classic muscle cars than anything? Made them motors pop. You know, I didn't lose many. Just the right amount.
Just the right amount.
We had glass packs, dual exhaust with glass packs. They sounded righteous. Them old Chryslers and them big block Chevys were the two nicest sounding ones in the world. They blew up more motors. Can anybody tell me why? Wild guess. No, it wasn't the girl in the seat beside you.
Close.
It wasn't. They sounded so awesome, you chunked it down to third and run at 75 mile an hour with 390 gears in it. Wait, that sound? What do you do?
I hunt.
Huh?
I like to hunt.
Hunting's good. Do you eat what you hunt?
Oh, yeah.
Me too. Let me tell you a story about my granddad and hunting, all right? You don't mind stories, do you? Good, I'm gonna tell it anyway. I'm about 13 years old. Now, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. Where I grew up, all the kids had BB guns. I said, Dad, I want a BB gun. He said, no, you're not getting one. I said, well, I didn't tell them I was playing everybody else's. And, you know, the old, cowboys and Indians, you know, you're popping at each other. I ended up with an arrow in my head once. That wasn't even allowed. I thought it was a bright idea to hide in a burning barrel. That was stupid, wasn't it? It wasn't lit. Back then, they used to burn trash in burning barrels, so I got down in this burning barrel. They got little holes in them so they get draft, right? So what happened is, I'm looking through, I got this BB gun. Now this was one you could really pump up. Alright, so I'm gonna whip this sucker up. My old buddy Carl had already lobbed an arrow. And I stood up right between the eyes, bumped, burning barrel, tipped over, lights went on, that was that. But anyway, so I heard why it yeah, it best bounced off, man. That'd have been a good YouTube video, wouldn't it? Yeah, just trust me. Okay, so I'm out with my granddad. Now, my grandpa only had one arm. And back in the 30s or 40s, you got it cut off when an old truck rolled over. It cut his arm off. So we're out hunting, and we're hunting squirrels. Well, my dad wouldn't let me have a BB gun, but he says, I'll tell you what we'll do. He said, you're gonna work all darn summer with me in construction, and I did. And you know what I got out of that? 22 Magnum. Okay, that's better than BB gun, right? Oh boy, I'm a king guy on the block there at that age, ain't I? Okay, that was fine. He went and got me 2 boxes of shells with that nice scope. Oh man, I love that. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So, okay, now one rule, you can't show it to friends, you can't be around your friends with, oh, well, why bother? Well, you go hunting. Well, if I'm farm, I'm hunting. Granddad would go along and take that. I'm looking, boy, here's this really cool little bird down the branch. I go like that. I said, I'm gonna hit that bird, Gramps. You think you can from here? Yep, ain't but 75 yards. I got that bird. I can do that right from here. All right. He says, we got one family rule. You go ahead and shoot that bird, but you won't eat it. I ain't eating no chickadee. No, I'm not Sylvester. This is the kind of things that got me. What is this? That's a valve.
Well,
Secondly known as a piston. I'm probably screwing everything up they got a test for. So,
yep, you are.
just trust me. If it comes right down, what they're giving you for answers, yeah. You gotta do this. This is for fun. I just want you guys to know I've been right where you are. And I've been all the way past that. I'm not done yet. I have one goal in life, people. I can't walk good, I have no knees left, I got rods in my back, and I've been busted up. I'll tell you what, you wanna talk about safety equipment, look at this. See that? You know what did that? Chainsaw.
How? What did that to you?
Kickback. Because I was so good, I was Superman. Rushing. Yeah, I got a kickback. Went through my ribs, cut my collarbone off, bounced around in there a little bit, just broke the surface. Yep. And I'm gonna tell you something I know as a combat medic. The human body has the consistency of a watermelon, and that's no joke. Think about a chainsaw and a watermelon. Don't mess up. You know how many mistakes you're allowed? 0. 0 with chainsaws. I judge other people by how well they sharpen. They can talk all they want to about how awesome they are, how long they've been doing it. The minute I see you sharpen, I know how good you are. Get to going. Get where you can see this tooth profile, how it has a hook. Okay? Can you see that hook? You get right down. This is the gullet right in here. You get that. Get down in there. If your file rides up too high, it won't have that little beak right there. So, that and maintaining your angles is important. Okay, what I do, 25, 30 degrees, slightly downward on chisel chain. This, I'm left-handed, believe it or not. I'm gonna show you how I managed to learn when you swap hands, you get where you're real good. Man, I'm awesome, man. You flip hands, oh, I suck. On my dominant hand, I'm not saying this is the right way, I'm saying it works for me, okay? You follow the books. And then go to do what I do. Okay? See? Nice little drag strokes. I'm slightly down. There's a line on the back of your tooth. You go ahead and follow that for a while. I don't always do it, depends on what I'm cutting. Just trust me, you can get with that line. A couple kiss strokes. Rotate as your file and rotate your file. Okay? I've had people that a long time ago, I've always been able to file with something I can do. They'll see me going like this and dip this and doing this, you know, and bull filing. Oh, you drive me nuts. You can't stand watching do. They probably caught me just a little bit right there. Your last strokes are what's important. Okay? Switch hands. I'm not right-handed. I use two. I draw it through my offhand. And I'm rotating. Okay? I'm starting on my corner. That tooth has been severely damaged. Okay. See, my angle, those of you who care to look at that, is now not meeting my line, is it? Okay, but I just sharpened the corner. Okay, now what I'm going to do is bring it back and down at the same time to get up underneath that top plate. All right? Okay, look at that now. This is what you're looking for. I want every one of you seriously to come and really look at this if you're going to want to learn how to sharpen. Girls can do it. 30 years ago, I was in that Sergeant Eric's game logging course with two girls. They became heck good loggers. See the points form? See how right here on that top plane, I've nicely kissed that, and you can go like this. Don't cut yourself if you touch this. Just feel that. That is sharper than that.